Hello everybody, welcome back to the Crateble Weekly Recap with me, Lorenzo, aka Ham Chops. I go by either one, call me whichever one you want. But starting off this episode with some bad news in the collectible space. Diamond Select Toys is announced to be shutting down. They were acquired by Ad Populum, which is the parent company of NECA. While this is pretty bad news to be getting, it's also not very surprising in the current economic landscape. Diamond Select Toys was in control of some pretty cool licenses, but their most popular being Marvel with their Marvel Select line of figures. And also for you Muppets fans out there, they had that Muppets license. So on the downside, we're not sure exactly what's going to be happening with the Marvel Select line of figures, along with pre-orders that people already placed. On the upside, maybe we'll see some more Muppets figures coming out on the NECA side of things. Hey, let's take it with a grain of salt though, and just hope for the best and hope that everything gets resolved soon. Everybody that put their pre-orders in gets those taken care of. In some more positive news in the collectible space, Blokees officially revealed their new Pokemon line of figures over on their Instagram page. There is no announced date yet, but hopefully it's coming out really soon with this being public. I'm pretty excited to get my hands on that new Psyduck figure because his little confused face just really speaks to me. But if you want to learn more, go follow them on Instagram also to get some more close-up pics of that Pikachu and that real cute Slowpoke face. More in the Pokemon news, Chris Maple, who is the original creator and artist for the Pokemon logo that we know and love, has come out and shown some of his first drafts and just talked about what it was like building that new logo for the Pokemon company. He said he only had a month to do it, which I don't know about you, but that's pretty nerve-wracking to think of, especially from an artist perspective, that you only had 30 days to put together a logo that is going to go on and become one of the most popular franchises in the world. But if you want to learn more, go ahead and head to the link in the bio, or they speak more with him in depth, and they also show off some pretty cool drafts of past art and current art. Okay, now moving into my last two bits of Pokemon news, and stick with me, I'm almost done. But for Pokemon TCG Pocket, they just keep coming with those new releases, with the next one being Extra Dimensional Crisis, releasing on May 29th. The good thing about this set is it is a mini set, so if you're staying consistent with those daily challenges, you should be able to collect the whole set in a month, and hopefully in time before the next big major set comes out. Also, if you haven't, go redeem the TAC Hourglass gift that the Pokemon Company gave out. I put it on my last video, but if not, I'll put the code right here. But yeah, go redeem that. It gives you 24 free packs to go and reset and everything else. And then for the last bit of news on the Pokemon side of things, the Pokebeach revealed through Trademark Inferno X set, which is a mega set, the second mega set that we know of so far. And this one is going to be pretty popular, most likely because it's going to be centered around the Charizard. Last time they had the Mega Charizard, a card, was pretty cool. I'm a huge fan of the Mega cards from when they were back in the game. But hopefully we're not disappointed with this new set coming out. With it being Charizard and with it being Pokemon, I imagine it's going to be pretty popular and pretty difficult to get both stateside and internationally. So hopefully it's not that difficult, and hopefully maybe they just print a lot of cards. But yeah, I guess we'll see, and only time will tell. And before moving on, I wanted to show off some cool things I collected this week. Alright, and I just wanted to show off this cool Lego Star Wars set I got over the week. This is the one that they released for May the 4th, and honestly it's really cool and pretty hefty too. One cool little detail about it is that nice and tucked away, also just really cool to look at. And right next to it, I also found this Funko Bitty Pop Ride of Han and the Millennium Falcon. I've been fighting the urge to get into the Bitty Pops. What I do like about it though is that they don't take up a lot of space, and I don't feel as bad taking them out of the box, but they're pretty cool. And one thing I was not expecting for them, honestly, was being able to do this. Just pop them out, right, and then just put them right back in his box, right? So, and I love it because I don't have to worry about his box getting damaged, and well, we just put them right back up there. I'm pretty excited about getting more Viddy Pops, honestly, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up getting that Death Star shelf to display them. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, and yeah, I will be logging this on Crateble also. Again, if you are a Lego collector, go ahead and head over there and start logging your Legos. We need to build up our Lego database. So yeah, thanks for sticking around. We're gonna be moving on to the next section. Over on the entertainment side of things, Yellow Jackets is officially renewed for season 4, which it's very expected given how popular and how good the show is. I'm a huge fan of it myself, but it wasn't more expected than that cliffhanger at the end of season 3. Aside from that, we also have been seeing some ads for Sonic the Hedgehog 4 out in the wild, which is huge, very exciting. I'm a huge fan of the Sonic movies, so glad we saved those when that first one came out, and now we are here on the 4th movie. There is no official announced release day or window, but with those ads being out, I'm sure we can expect to hear something very, very soon. Other than that, Elden Ring is officially in the works over at A24 with Alex Garland as the director, who recently directed movies like Warfare and Civil War, and also it's going to have George R.R. Martin producing, which is pretty good, especially since he also have to do world building on the Elden Ring video game. I'm pretty excited for this. I'm a huge fan of the A24 movies myself. There's not much else news aside from that. Hopefully we get something within the next few months, but you know, fingers crossed. Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the video game section of things. Starting with huge news for Fortnite. They are back in the Apple App Store after being absent for 5 years. Apple kicked them out about 5 years ago for finding a workaround of not having to give them any kickback fees for transactions happening in the Fortnite app itself. So they took them to court. Long story short, the court ruled in Epic's favor, and now they're back in the store. So good news for all you Fortnite fans out there that are playing on iOS devices or any type of Apple device. Other than that, we did get a new update earlier this week for Helldivers. It's the new Heart of Democracy update. With it comes new aerial vehicles for the Illuminate to use on their assault on Super Earth. I had some time to play over the weekend, so hopefully you guys do too. We do need to push them back. It's, you know, it's a nice change of pace from other games like Rivals and the Finals, which I've been playing. But other than that, hopefully you guys all hop on and we push them back. Also, Battlefront 3. And then to close this out, we're gonna have some pretty funny Oblivion news. One player put all of their skill points into Athletics and Acrobatics. Using the latest innovations in deflection magic, they have essentially been able to leap across the map in about 3 to 4 leaps and in turn crashing the game. If you want to know more about that, head on over to the Reddit thread that I have in the bio. They do a deeper dive on exactly what they did and how you can replicate it, and also just other tips and tricks for the game. But other than that, thanks for watching again. Leave your feedback in the comments, like, comment, and subscribe, and go on Crateble, make an account, log some of your collectibles. If you have any questions with that, come back here and ask me, or even go onto our Discord and ask some of our other Crateble members. Either some of our team members or the actual other collectors will respond to help you out too. Other than that, have a good one, everybody, and stay safe. Bye.